Hi everybody. So today what we're going to do is we are going to be working on our fish. And we've been making lots of different types of things, families, we've made animals, we've made snowmen. And what we're going to do today is we're going to think about some of those shapes that we love to use to create. And they can be very simple. They could be just circles, they could be rectangles, they could be squares, but let's think about what shape will our fish be? So if I'm thinking about a fish, I'm probably not thinking about a rectangle. I want him to be a little bit more streamlined so he can fit through the water. That actually looks like it's an eye, like the human eye. So what you can do is you could start off with a shape like that. It's kind of like an oval, which would work fine. I just made mine a little bit curvier around the edges. So I'm going to think about how big do I want my fish? Do I want to do one fish or do I want to do many? So I'm going to start the big fish in the center. So I use two curvy lines, not like an upside down U. I kind of flattened it out a little bit. So that's the start of my fish. And I'm going to think about what shape do I want its tail to be? And there's lots of different shapes I could use. I'm going to start off with, what shape is that? A triangle. And now because they're seeing my fish from the side, I'm only going to need to add one eye. One eye because his other eye is on the other side, which we can't see. So you can make an eye any way you want. I might even give him a little mouth right there, like that. And then we're going to separate where his eyes are from his scales. We can give him some fins if we want. They're kind of like triangles too. I could add one to the top, one to the bottom. And if I'm thinking about scales, remember that upside down U we loved to use before? I'm going to turn my paper so you can see how it's an upside down U. There it is. And I'm going to keep doing that all the way over, right till you can't see it anymore. Now I could keep repeating the scales if I want, but you know what? This is art class, so if I wanted to, I could give him some other different repeated shapes for patterns. So there I added some rectangles. Maybe I'll just do some dashes. You can decorate your fish any way you want. I might even give him some bubbles coming up and out. And I'm going to keep going and think about what colors I want. Maybe I want to add patterns to his tail. Maybe I want to add stripes to his fins. And then I'm going to think about color. Maybe before I start color, maybe I want to make a little fish. And maybe this fish is swimming in the opposite direction. Now sometimes if you make scales, let me see if I can show you, those upside down U's all the way across and touching. And then if I'm going to make another set of scales, I don't want them to be hidden totally behind it. So it's like I bounce, boop, off that part of the U. There we go. I'm going to bounce, bounce, fitting in all my scales and thinking about what else I want to include. Maybe I want to add some seagrass. They're like long wiggly triangles, right? Maybe it goes all the way up and off my page. I might even put some behind my fish. So I go stop and then I pick up again down here. So it looks like maybe he's swimming in front of the grass. Oops, now it looks like long fins too. And you can add whatever you like to yours. I'm going to stop mine there for now, and I'm going to think about what colors do I want to use. So if I want to color my whole background in blues, maybe I won't use just one blue. Maybe I want to use blues for my background. Will I just color up here? Nope, I'm going to color all around because he's surrounded by water. I'm going to go around. I'm not going to color my grass blue. I'm going to go around and color all of that blue, and then I'm going to decide what colors do I want my fish. I probably won't choose a blue fish because if I do all of my background blue and I do a blue fish, it might be hard to see them. Maybe they will be camouflage. Not a bad idea. You could definitely do that if you want. So you see, sometimes when I'm coloring with my marker, I use the side of the marker to help me cover a lot of area at once. And maybe I want to add a different color there, or maybe I want to make it solid. So I use the side of my marker to fill that space. Some people like to go all in one direction. You have to figure out how you like to use your marker. I'm going to go fill in those little white spots. And that is the start of my fish. Keep an eye out for my fish. I'm going to finish it. I hope you like it. Oh, and somebody would always tell me this, so I'm going to tell myself, don't forget, write your name at the bottom. Maybe you can hide it in the seagrass, or maybe a piece of coral, or maybe even a seashell. Maybe I'll turn mine into a snail shell. Think about what you want to include in your piece, okay? Have fun making it. Enjoy.